Season 1, Episode 13, titled Sentencing of The Wire. Okay, so this is the season finale, and I have to say the overall structure, the character arcs, the progression of let alone uh, the setting, um, just everything was almost perfect. I I can't find anything I can't find anything that breaks or would sway my opinion away from liking this series. I mean, The Wire has delivered on all fronts. I feel like there's a little nudity in there. There's some foul language going on. There's some stuff that has me scratching my head. I mean, there's some intelligent things. I mean, there's surprises. I mean, the list goes on and on. And I have to commend all of the actors involved in this. I mean, they've done such a great job. So I guess I could try to get to the meat and potatoes of the situation, right? Hopefully that didn't sound too cheesy, but um, so you got a situation here who's the first character we're introduced to is pretty much he's in the position of being a nail in a coffin for everybody on the hustler side, right? Now he just feels fed up with that lifestyle, understandably. Now, I think you wouldn't have a show, you wouldn't have a story if his family didn't pressure him into being into that lifestyle because he had no desire to be into it. It's not necessarily a heart thing because he was there and he put in the work uh, as far as the story tells, but he just didn't want to do it, right? It's it, that's a parallel that can go into it's even though it's a fictional TV show, I feel like it's based on real events. If that makes any sense, but there's parallels in with that with his way of thinking or his position that can there's parallels with his position and uh, people who are in a like a straight life or a square type of life. You know, for whatever reason, you get pushed into something that you have no passion for, even if it's a bad thing or a good thing, whatever. You don't want to do it, but there are outside influences outside of yourself that cause you to take a certain path in life, and you wind up doing stuff you're not happy with doing and you didn't want to do, and he found a way out. It was by snitching, but that's hey, in his situation, you just can't do that because I don't know what his pushback was as far as this whole situation was concerning. Like, did he like, no, I don't want to do this, or he was like, no, I want to do this. Okay, I'll do it. Like, if you don't want to do it, you got to have some balls in this situation, and just not do it. But the mastery is their lawyer is so good. He deserves every penny he's getting. He's able to build some type of case to where everybody gets sentenced things that they can pretty much live with that are tolerable. Now they're throwing out some big numbers, and of course, I'm not tolerable with doing 20 years. I'm not. I mean, I couldn't tolerate doing 20 years. I couldn't tolerate doing life in prison. But the individuals who were given those sentences were fine with it, and it was like, huh? That was confusing to me because I'm not on that side of the fence. It's way more complex than I'm making it. I'm literally just taking off the foam from the frappuccino right now. I'm just I'm just dipping that little pinky toe inside the pool. That's all I'm doing when I'm trying to describe the hustler sides of thing. I mean, come on, there's 13 episodes. I think they probably average around 40 something minutes an episode, and to try and sum it all up in a 10-minute video is almost impossible. But I can sum it up in one word: fantastic. Because I don't think I've seen I don't think I've seen story arcs like this before. I don't think I've seen a story play out like this in front of my eyes. I mean, it's just masterfully done. I can't do nothing but give it praises. Now, and I know I'm leaving a lot out. I know I'm leaving a lot out, but just hey, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know it's not that's my strong point. Okay, now on the cop side, that was more complex and even more interesting than the hustler side of the thing. Because basically at the end of the story with the hustlers, back to business as usual. You know what I mean? There's a few faces missing, but that train keeps rolling. That money keeps coming in. No stopping. Now, as far as the cops, no matter what their contribution was to this particular case, or whether it be good or bad, everybody was from this unit that was put together with mismatched officers from different departments or whatever. They were scattered like, what's that saying? They were scattered to the wind or something like that. You know what I mean? It's officer over here, it's officer over here. But I have to say that's probably the best part of, that's the most enjoyable part too of the ending of a story to me. I really like watching where people land, and it's just coincidental that I'm going through a situation like that in my personal life. To have that, happen the same time as I'm watching this show, I don't know. It hits a little different. It's a little different. Makes it more enjoyable. But anyway, let me try and talk about the cop side. So the ones that I remember. So Kima, she's recovering from those gunshots, and thankfully she's still alive. Her undercover, um, the trauma of hearing that she's been injured and almost losing her. He was on the right track, but that he was shaky, and that just pushed him over the edge back into life of he's back struggling with his not struggling, he's back giving into his vice. Okay, you got that. What else here? So McNulty, which is pretty much the spearhead of this whole operation, uh, he gets put on a shit detail for his great work. He's put on a shit detail. Can you believe that? Um, what else happens? The guy who was a fuck up, I feel like he levels out. You got another guy going to a whole nother squad, and then you got the guy who everybody expected not to do anything back where he wants to be, which is homicide. Fantastic. Um, but maybe I can backtrack a little bit and try to talk about the case itself. Like I said, you got the first character we're introduced to as far as the hustler is concerned. That this D character, he's has the potential to be the nail in the coffin for everybody, but he winds up flipping from the advice of his mother, nonetheless. And his mother happens, like 6 degrees of separation. She happens to be the mother on Snowfall. Okay, I do watch shows and not post a video of it. So yeah, it was interesting to see her in there, and to have such a big role as well. Anyway, the actress. Anyway, let me. Where was I at? I forgot my dang thought thinking about Snowfall. Um, God darn it, that's bad of me. I need to write stuff down. But I'm talking about the hustler side of things, and I'm talking about the cop side of things. Oh, I'm talking about the case. So let me see here. What happens with this case? So the lawyer is able to do some type of wizardry. His within the means of the law, of course, and he's able to, like I said earlier, get everybody pretty much off the hook. Not necessarily, but get the right ones off the hook. Get the ones who are higher up off the hook in lesser terms, and the people fall people basically, like crash dummies as they call them. I mean that's horrible, but it is what it is. Oh, the reason the case fell apart is because throughout this season, these cops were fighting uphill battle trying to get things to go the way they see it fit. You know what I mean? They're trying to get things to go the way they want them to. They want to get certain individuals locked up forever because of the poison that they're putting into the community and the murders that are caused by their actions, and it doesn't wind up working out like that, because every group that they run across that's of course not running with them is on a whole different bandwidth, which makes perfect sense, right? Why would this group over here be thinking the same way as you? I mean, not necessarily. What I mean by that is they're not thinking exactly the same. They want to have justice or want to do the right thing, but in their eyes, not in this group's eyes. So when they come to them with the case, hoping to get these individuals put away, they're looking to use those. This group is looking to use those individuals to get other individuals, which were their target. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense, we have to watch and try to understand it, because me trying to explain it, you're gonna be even more lost. But a great season. I really have no complaints. I might have to look back in some old videos and see what my complaints were, but I don't think I had too many. So now, season 2. And if you like this video, check out some other videos I got.